Top of the top, guys. Top of the week. Happy Monday to everybody, man. Hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, man, we have a couple things to look forward to this morning. Not only are we just hanging out, but we're going to be looking at the gameplay first look that EA is going to be dropping in about 25 minutes or so. Just a little hangout. Actually, let me go grab my water real quick, guys. I'll be right back. All right. So we getting back at it, man. Hope you guys had a good weekend. And yeah, man, I pretty much just had to we had a July 4th last week, man. And I'm in North Carolina, so it was super hot. So we just getting all our rain and stuff over the weekend and today. So I'm gonna be inside, you know what I mean? So pretty much, man, we're a week away from this game dropping. Super excited. Welcome, guys. Putting up a poll about what you want to be looking at, or what are some things that you're gonna be wanting to focus on in this first look of the gameplay, dropping in 20 minutes. So I figured we hang out and kind of chat a little bit of some things that have been uncovered. We had a really big deep dive last week for Dynasty mode, which I think was a hit amongst the community of players that love this game. So this thing is shaping up really nice, man. I actually need to send out a blast on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, definitely join, man. We have almost about 300 members in the Discord. And definitely looking forward to promoting some online Dynasty stuff in there so that everybody can find players to run with, play with, etc. Nonetheless, man, we're, like I said, 20 minutes away. So some things we can talk about. Finish putting this poll up on some things you'll be looking. I got to restructure that question. How can I say it? What will you be looking for? What will you be paying attention to? That's better. What will you be paying attention to the most in the game? That's cool. What will you be paying attention to in the gameplay first look? So O-line, D-line play, wide receiver, DB play, physics, animation, game, let's say atmosphere. I'll say presentation. I'll say presentation/atmosphere. How about that? All right. So yeah, man. Dan, good morning to you, brother. Happy Monday, man. I hope your weekend was great. Hope you had a good July 4th. And yeah, I'm super pumped as well, bro. Definitely, man. Looking forward to seeing some actual gameplay, guys. We've gotten all of the they've served the platters on the table, man. It's time for us to go and eat, man. Finally. So definitely looking forward to some things. I have a little poll at the top for you guys. So it's what will you be paying attention to? I messed up the poll kind of. I meant to paying attention to the most in gameplay first look. It's early, man. It's early for me. So, but so far, 50-50, O-line, D-line. I think that's one of the things that we love to see because the trenches matter in football. We all know the trenches matter. We have to build both of our strategies offensively and defensively through the trenches, So definitely looking for that. I feel you, Jump, man. I mean, we'll be looking at everything pretty much. I think once it plays, Of course, you guys know I'm going to run that video back a few times for us to go over what we're looking at and really break down some things that we want to see. For me, I kind of like to break it down from O-line, D-line to wide receiver, DB play, how they get open, how they separate, the timing as well, in which the quarterback kind of gets the ball off, and that's something big for me. And then, of course, physics and animations. I think in every sports video game, you need a little bit of both. You can't just have pure physics, ragdoll physics, you know what I mean? You have to have something actually smoothed out in detail about why they move the way they move as well. Because physics is physics, but there's also a finesse with certain players that play certain sports, especially with like basketball. If you see 2K, I love how 2K this past year had I forgot what it was called, but when they were able to take real footage of an NBA player and capture those animations through the footage, right? So I think in football, it's so much happening. There's so many ways that, you're dealing with collisions. That's the name of the game. So you're going to have some animations, of course, just as long as it's clean, just as long as ratings prove to matter. I think we'll be in good shape, man. So my man Jumpman says from DB to wide receiver, quarterback, O-line, D-line, etc. Yeah, man. So specifically with the DB play, I just want to see how they read and react. Or defense in general. Read and react. You know what I'm saying? So once the video starts, I'm going to run another poll because I definitely have more questions for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I love getting you guys' opinions on how you feel about the game, because I can just be up here and just run my mouth. But at the end of the day, I think we all share pretty much the same sentiments on what we expect and look forward to seeing. So, Jumpman, what'd you say? You said with recruiting, the D-line and O-line are important, especially at the Division I level. That's the real separation. Absolutely. You're talking about one school having like a 6'1", 6'2", 275-pound offensive lineman versus a 6'6", 325-pound lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely a big difference. I agree with you. And I think that's what I'm looking to see. One thing I remember in NCAA 14 was, sorry guys, it's my phone. One thing I remember in NCAA 14 was how it would seem like it was too easy. Too many sacks occurred, right? And it was easy to kind of rack up sacks throughout the year. And I think that those are things like quarterback pressure is what it's all about. The sack is the cherry on top. But creating that pressure on the QB, having that defense that can blitz and get the quarterback a little bit rattled, get his throws to be a little bit more errant from time to time, I think that's where you actually need to value your defensive line. Because what's good, Zaire? Good morning, brother. Monday to you, my man. And if you're in the building, man, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Appreciate everybody's presence, man. We're just hanging out about less than 20 minutes before this video starts. Actually, I need to go to, excuse me, guys, 12 minutes. Starts in 12 minutes, okay. Yeah, man, so that's where we are, man. We're just talking a little football, kind of getting going. I'm about to post this in Discord so all the homies can pull up and talk that talk, man. So yeah, man. So at the poll, what you guys got up top at the poll, man? What will you be paying attention to in the gameplay first look? O-line, D-line play is 20%. None of you guys said wide receiver, DB play. I think you guys are probably pretty satisfied with how that looks or where that is. But we'll see, right? Physics and animation, 40%. Game, presentation, atmosphere, 40%. Cool. Mine is, I didn't cast my vote, but mine is always offensive line and defensive line play. The trenches is everything. Just texting the Discord. Let's see. Tap in with the live stream. And I'm really happy to see certain streamers, man, that have kind of, since the game is coming back, some like Flimlo Raps is one of them, man. I'm really happy to see him kind of back active again, excited about gaming. But I could also tell, man, he was a little apprehensive. Like, he didn't want to get too hyped about, like, he didn't want to fall into the hype as quickly as others. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the OG YouTubers, and his excitement is starting to show, which is kind of funny. So it's just really good to see a lot of the classic guys that we've watched over the time, as far as, sports gaming, really get active and come back and do their thing on the YouTubes, man. We're discussing gameplay. First look. Reveal that. Yeah, there we go. All right, man. So like I said, if you're in the Discord, you already know I always post what I have going on. But if you're not in there, like I said, man, just make sure that you join up, man, because I know a lot of you guys are talking about starting online dynasties. And if you're trying to find other like-minded guys who want to run with you, man, and try to take the natty and try to steal your recruits, that's the place to be. So yeah, I'll be starting that up as soon as the game starts, of course. So yeah, for sure. Flimlo, for sure. Flimlo, absolutely. Chris Move is definitely, to me, one of the real sports gaming pioneers. Chris Move, I've been watching him since 2K10. That's when I started watching or subscribing to his content. Sorry I'm eating on the mic, guys. I mean, I'm just, I'm trying to get my morning nutrients in. So forgive me for that. But yeah, Chris Move is definitely one of my favorites. Man, I used to love Desire, how he would break down 2K videos. And used to love how he would really break down. Like Desire, he would start his streams, and for like 20 minutes, the screen would just be like on pause. He'd just be shouting out everybody in the chat and kind of getting your mind prepped for what he was about to show. And then he would show like certain plays and certain things. But his deep dives were kind of like in real time. And I used to love how he would break the games down and show you more about the sport of basketball as it pertained to the game. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to, in every 2K, it didn't matter which version of 2K it was, he was able to still give you the same kind of outcomes. He was still able to show you basketball. You know what I mean? So as it pertains to football now, because we're talking about football, it's like this game to me feels like we'll be able to do the same thing because we'll be able to see more of a football-esque style of play out there, really because of the new abilities. The new abilities, I believe, and I wanted to do another video this week. I'll probably do that maybe tomorrow or the day after. But talking about and going through all of the new player abilities in this game, how in-depth it is to find and utilize unique players. Having that uniqueness in a football player oftentimes helps you construct a unique offense or defense. And you want to be able to have a sandbox with your roster. I think sometimes roster management can look the same year after year when you're playing a football game or a basketball game. It doesn't matter. But it's all dependent on how these players are generated and the kind of abilities they have. So super excited to talk about that, man. We got 6 minutes. Oh, man. crept up quick. We got 6 minutes until we have the gameplay first look. I wonder if this gameplay is going to be an actual just like full game, or if it's going to be like gameplay with like narration, or I honestly just want like just give me old school gameplay. Just give me a whole game actually. But I would anticipate maybe a whole quarter, maybe not even that. I don't know. We'll see what they have up their sleeve today. So in the poll, 25%. You guys are looking out for O-line, D-line play. I'm surprised it's not first. 0% wide receiver DB play. I got you. Physics, animations, 38%. That's going to be obvious. And then game presentation and atmosphere. I'm looking forward to seeing the gameplay and the atmosphere combined. You know, that's how you experience a game anyway, right? So yeah, man. Definitely looking forward to seeing that. And shout out to you guys, man. Like I said, like this video. Get the likes up for me, man. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. We are closing in on 1,600 subscribers toward my goal of 5K. And we gonna get there regardless. It'll take us all year. We're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? So last week, we definitely talked about couple things where I might pull this up today after we watch the video, but I wanted to talk about what kind of defenses we're going to run. I was thinking about something interesting the other day, the hybrid defense between 4-3 and a 4-4 defense, where you can actually create a 5-3 defense. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I'm thinking about what is a really good run stopping defense. And I was trying to come up with a little bit of like something that is a little bit, some looks that people don't often see. Because a lot of times it isn't that the defense has to be this really exotic style of defense to stop an offense. It just has to be something that they didn't anticipate. And it's usually another person that can key in on creating a strength. So if you got a strong side and a weak side, like that 4-4 defense is even, right? 4-3 is strong up front. Linebackers can get exposed if it's too weak on one side. 4-4 covers you there, but it hurts you in the passing game, right? Now again, we're talking run stop, but if you go 5-3, really what you're doing is you're rotating 3 linebackers to the left of the strong side, and you're bumping down 1 linebacker to the line. So you have almost like 5 down linemen, but really 1 edge rusher. And regardless, that 1 edge rusher to the strong side is a cheat code, because all he's going to do is blitz that one side. So automatically, it takes away a side. It forces pressure on one side. And then the way that he flows, the way that he rushes, the rest of the linemen, they bump down to the weak, meaning, they rush to the weak side. So I have to show it all to you guys once I get into those schemes and stuff, man. I'm super excited to talk about. 2 minutes. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, I want to talk offenses and defenses and schemes, man. Like that's really my style, bro. Let's pull that up like this. There we go. Yep. Let's pull this up a little higher. I'm actually take this off. Take that off. Yes, sir. %, tied. Physics. Somebody said 11% wide receiver DD play. Okay. All right. $10.55. All right, so we got like 2 minutes. Yep. Less than 2 minutes at this point. Let's see. Focus left. what that was. Okay. So, yeah, man. I'm wondering what teams they're going to show. They're probably going to show this right here, Michigan, Texas. At Michigan. We got to show the national champs. You think Michigan will make it to the national championship again? Can they repeat? I think the Natty, man, it's tough, man. Like, whoever you are, teams are gunning for you, man. But yeah, man. I create clouds. What's good, brother? Happy Monday, man. Appreciate you joining the stream, and we're just chopping it up. We chilling. We hanging out. I will go on to say this will be the game of the year. Hands down. No hesitation. This will definitely be game of the year. Big Meech, what's good, man? Happy Monday, my guy. I appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate all you brothers, man. Make sure you cash your vote at the top. What you looking forward to seeing in this gameplay first look today. David, what's up, brother? He's in the building too. Good morning, man. Hope you guys are starting your Monday off, man, so that you'll have a great week. I'm just sitting here getting all my morning vitamins in, man. Got to see what this gameplay talking about, man. I hope they give us a good chunk of gameplay that we can sink our teeth into. All right. That it? That's it. Hold on, 1 second. How's the volume on the YouTube video? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Looking forward to having a good weekend. Hung out with the wife all weekend. I pretty much try to keep the weekend wifey weekend, so I can turn up during the weekend, get to my grind, you feel me? You know what we'll do? There we go. Much better, much better. I want to make sure you guys can see full screen. Full screen. All right, man. 30 seconds left. Microphone countdown. Like I said, hopefully we get some solid gameplay, man, that we can really see everything going on. Here we go.
Come on, this goddamn best beat for you, baby. Get in there! Everybody eats around here. Everybody eats.
What an exciting time to be a college football fan, and we are so happy to be able to bring you this gameplay first look of College Football 25. We had to bring in a little talent. On one side, if you follow in Twitter, if you follow college football at all, you know the name Bordeaux. And on the other side, you might recognize him as one of the cover athletes of College Football 25.
Okay, Bordeaux.
From the University of Michigan, Donovan Edwards.
You know what? Thanks for having me on here, man. Just looking at this system right now, and just being able to look at the graphics of this, it's very spot on right here. They got the Big House theme song in here, so I'm very excited to play.
Nick Mazesko here with you alongside two very important people. We've got Scott O'Gallagher. You might hear us refer to him as OG. And we've got Sykes along with us.
We're about to play Michigan brand of football, gentlemen.
Oh, we're about to get the ground and pound. This is going to be terrible.
Michigan brand of football.
I'm in trouble. All right.
There it is, baby. There it is, baby. Come on, Martin.
Great ball. So you see that's our brand new revamp passing right there. That's the blue. It's a safer throw that he made. There's blue, yellow, red. You know, obviously the more that you're in the red, the more off target a throw is going to be. Good throw there for Donovan. Because we worked off of like a bullseye system, right? And you know, Bill Walsh said it best about every pass being 6 inch off the numbers. So we wanted to really work off of that and get rid of the throws that might have been 20 plus yards over a head or anything random. Now, if you're hitting in the red, you're throwing it now off target. Still catchable, right? But, you know, drop chances increase and things of that nature.
Ooh, hey, boys, this graphic stuff is real. It got me looking. They got us looking to the sideline. Yeah, I like that. They got us looking to the sideline and all that.
Oh, that one's up the middle, too.
Get off of me, cuz. Get off of me, cuz. I don't care if he hit me like that. Get off of me, cuz. Oh, they got my boy Ben Hall in the game now. Ooh, my boy Ben Hall.
Big 3rd and 6 here for Donovan.
Come on.
Donovan's
okay.
to Donovan.
Okay.
All right, I just have to shout out for a second. The stick work that Mr. Donovan Edwards just showed on that play, that's part of what the gameplay is all about this year, that extra responsiveness, the control that you get with the ball carrier. That's a huge part of the college football experience this year.
Yep.
Donovan, how did running the football feel?
It felt like I was out there, you know what I'm saying? But for me, though, I'm able to, like, read the defense a little. I'm able to read it, like, you know what I'm saying, like how I'm playing it in a game. So the stick work was very easy to maneuver.
So here as we come to the line and Ewers is at the line, you're looking at the player reticle here, right? The right is your fatigue stamina, and then on the left is your wear and tear. Wear and tear is basically 5 different pips. That's just showing you the body part that is hurt the most.
Sure.
That's it. So it could be an ankle, it could be an elbow, and then it will fluctuate in colors. It will go straight from, you know, green, light green, yellow, orange, and red. The more that these are down, the more attribute hits that.
Is there a rating that affects how much the wear and tear is going to affect your player?
Absolutely. It is the toughness rating, right? So the toughness is playing into the impact of the hit. We're looking at recovery. Got to make a tackle there.
One of the new things that we've added to college is the pitch types. So now you basically have 3 different pitches you can do. You've got your quick pitches, strong pitches, and fake pitches. Quick pitches are basically going to be to get you out of a tight spot. The animation's going to be quick, but the ball might hang. It might not hit the pitch back perfectly in stride. But then on your strong pitches, which you're going to get by holding the pitch button, the animation might take a little bit longer, but it's going to hit the guy in stride. The ball speed's going to be quicker. And then, of course, fake pitching, that's just to rub it in your opponent's face.
It's just going to be rude when you do that.
Exactly. That's just going to be to taunt, basically. But, yeah, that's how we've tried to approach the option space.
Hell no! No, sir, I'm on it. Oh, I see it.
It's gonna look so clean right now, fellas. It looks so clean.
Bordeaux, was that a covered shell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had cover 3 out there, and I switched it to cover 2.
Okay.
That is a major change. Adding in these coverage shells, taking the old version of what is base-align, and now instead giving you the ability to show different defenses and then disguise exactly what you're doing.
Get it out there. Touchdown.
Something that players used for a long time was base-align, and it was with that intent to disguise your look on defense. But now you're getting more control in that you can show, depending on the formation that you call, you can show up to 5 or 6 different alignments in pre-play on defense. So instead of having base-align, now you have even more control than you did before by being able to say, for example, okay, I'm going to call cover 3, but I'm going to show a cover 0 blitz look to make you think I'm blitzing, but really it's just like a drop coverage. And this is something like core fans have just, they've wanted this for years, so I'm so glad we were able to deliver it.
Get away from me, cuz. What's wrong with you? To the crib.
Can Donovan get to the house? Can Donovan get out of here? Let's go! Connection!
Let's go!
It's gonna be so fun right now.
That's a
Wait for you.
Donovan doesn't know about all the different new celebrations that are in the game. There's over 20 new touchdown celebrations that you can choose.
So we're not looking at just 4 for each direction. You have a lot.
Yeah, you can hit the Heisman pose. You can do the salute. There's a lot there. You can rock the baby. Everything is in there.
Throw that. That's a dot.
Woo, bro. That was an absolute dot, right? And so that's when we were talking about revamp passing. Left stick intent was there to be able to throw somebody open, layer the football. A lot have heard about us talk about that, whether it's the blog or the video deep dive, but that was priority A number 1. That was a great example of that right there. Oh, that's a shot. He's going to feel that. He's going to feel that.
You like that circle.
Bordeaux, how's that spin move feeling?
I'm loving the spin move.
The spin is back.
Spin move.
It's back in play.
The spin is back for sure.
Come on, bro.
And there goes Donovan. There goes Donovan.
Get off of me!
I mean, he's putting on a running clinic. Bordeaux, you got to stop something, okay?
I'm not sure what you can do to stop him, to be honest. I mean, we're going to stack the box, but then that opens up the passing game. It's a little risky.
Oh, now
he stacked the box? Did we get the animation?
Did.
So Bordeaux comes out and says, I'm going to stack the box. And what does Donovan do? Play action hits the crosser.
Oh.
And it gives it Donovan, cuts inside.
Got a man.
Celebrate on him.
Yo,
only so much I can do here.
Oh, no.
He's taking
Going for it all.
shot.
He's going for it all.
Is he going to get a DPI?
Is that DPI? It's only 15
We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Penalty hunter. Like
take
Luka
it.
in the playoffs.
Hey, I like that. That's realistic, though.
Hell,
I like that. That's
happens.
realistic.
It happens.
That run game.
I'm
is
getting
gonna be-
nostalgic
it's gonna be
hitbacks with
interesting
the
to
run
watch.
back to the line. Like that hits that nostalgia taste bud.
Yeah, especially when you talk about tempo and it just really brings a whole nother life to it. The atmosphere, the play, the sense of urgency, everything
This
comes
is
in.
the turbo hurry up mode, so I should get to hike it even quicker.
So you're using the turbo right
I
now.
am using the turbo.
And so you can see on the D-line right there, because Bordeaux was using turbo tempo and he snapped the ball quickly, the defense was just a hair late getting off the ball.
Hey,
Maybe.
he moving it, though. I ain't gonna lie.
And so that play, you could see field general activated to where Bordeaux could see that
diving
the
catch
outside
clean,
corners were
coming.
blitzing on the
Yep,
play.
yep.
But that is not a guarantee, and it's only because his quarterback is maintained to his composure and hasn't fallen behind the chain.
Hand it up the middle. Okay. We'll take it. I still got to come back, though.
I'm taking myself out the game.
You take yourself out of the cage.
Yeah, I'm done for the day.
You did your job.
There's 5 seconds left and the clock's running.
Wait, we're looking at the spreadsheet here. You see the little minuses here. These are the attribute hits that Donovan has taken from wear and tear throughout the game.
Donovan, who are we talking to right
It's
now?
Tony Alford right here. It's my running back coach. Just let
what
you
I'm
know,
talking
you know what I'm saying, that the guys bring it up, you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't want to brag or nothing. Hold on, T8. There your boy go right there. You know what I mean?
That looked like a little bit of the inaccurate pass because it wasn't 5 yards over the head of the receiver. What it was just sort of down and away, and you've got to click on and make a play to make that catch.
Exactly. It was what we like to call internally off frame, right? So off frame down there, harder to catch, still catchable, higher chance for a drop.
Yeah. The inaccurate throws are right on par, man.
This is the one.
And I like the breakaway speed, though. The breakaway speed is
Looks so
wide.
crazy.
There was a
guys.
big emphasis, too, on the different archetypes and the run cycles that we captured this year. So it really makes the game look fresh. And that's one of the new ones right there.
You're seeing spin moves, juke moves, and stiff arms all being used, and situationally, they're all really, really good.
Right? All of it. Then you combine that with the left stick.
Look at, did you see that? That throw was insane.
That is it. That's the left stick stuff that you can throw in right there. Left stick intent, right? So he's full stick, about 45 left. It goes in there and drops it to the sideline.
So you're looking at this play and you see the gap and you're like, okay, I want to throw this ball to the sideline. I'm going to be able with the left stick to actually make that throw.
Absolutely.
Well, our game one featured a whole lot of Donovan Edwards, giving the ball to Donovan Edwards, and he is able to take down the win, but we had to switch it up. Send him on the road into one of the toughest places to play, Happy Valley. And by the way, we got to give Bordeaux a chance. It wouldn't be a college football game if we don't give him a chance at a get back, okay? We got to see more from Bordeaux.
That's Penn State.
The attention to detail from our presentation team was second to none. You could see it. This
Look
Penn
at this.
State
This is
run out
unreal.
is unbelievable. The lighting in the tunnel, to the pom-poms in the crowd.
Donovan, is this pretty accurate?
Very accurate. Very accurate. And they got the We Are Penn
You can hear the
State.
We Are Penn State chant.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's very accurate. This is awesome.
With their fight song.
Goodness.
I gotta turn the volume up on mine. I want to hear this.
And that hit with wear and tear, you are going to feel that.
You got to watch out for Mason Graham. He's got that platinum pocket disruptor, so he's really going to wreak havoc on the O-line if you don't have the guys that can match up with him.
He's pulling up those hot routes, and you start with the L1, the custom stem.
Yes.
What are people going to be able to do with those custom stems when they're doing their hot route?
Before Sykes alludes to the oh, we got to pick.
So he probably should have used the
gosh.
custom stem there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get
Different
6.
route.
Yeah.
Bordeaux, what are we doing, man? I need 1.
I know. It's a tough start.
Whoa.
Go, Nick. Go, Nick. Get out of there, Nick.
Oh, what a run.
This is called giving Donovan a taste of his own medicine.
Less stick movement, guys.
Hey, I like the lion noise on the first down, boys.
You heard that?
Yeah, they do that every time.
What do we got here? Oh. Get out there.
Wow. You like that Texas route,
Get out
bro.
there.
You like that. You like that Texas route.
What do we got coming? Little Heisman post?
This is so satisfying, man.
Hey, I got Road Dog, don't I?
Yeah, you got Road Dog on.
Road Dog.
Donovan Edwards in-game has Road Dog.
Yep.
Yes, he does. We know his stats on the road. He absolutely deserves it. We hand assigned abilities to the top 100 players in college football to make sure they're represented how they play in real life.
And for those at home, as they're seeing home field advantage and the different impacts and effects that are happening, as the meter is growing, and depending on where you're playing, there are, we've broken down the top 25 places, toughest places to play. The different impacts are happening. So that could be anything from the squiggly routes to not seeing icons to every time you bring up play art, it's showing the wrong play. Your back is literally against the wall.
Oh, touchdown.
Got it.
Bart!
Oh, what a pass
What
there.
are we doing?
Listen, Donovan Edwards is a running back. I think he can play quarterback the way he's throwing the ball out here. And what's crazy is you're listening to it, you can hear the crowd noise level drop a little bit. Like those momentum plays really affect the atmosphere that you're playing in. You can make those plays on the road, you're going to get a bigger advantage.
Aski, let's go, man.
That O-lineman's not catching
Is
him.
that Cody? That's Cody for you, too. That's Cody Jones, bro.
Wow. If Bordeaux were to bring up coach vision right here with left trigger, he'd be able to view the composure of his players in pre-play. And you can see the composure of the team. It's not great right now.
Get it. Let's go,
Oh,
bro.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
Fans
goodness.
going to the crib.
Overall for you, bro. That's that 95 overall. That's a first round draft pick right there, boy.
State's doc.
We made sure that the archetypes are so important that the abilities live within the archetype system, right? Only particular archetypes can get particular abilities, which is paramount to make sure that we're not really, muddying the water.
No way.
All right.
Bordeaux, smart play there, running away from that side of the field, running away from Mason Graham to the other gap, able to get a score there.
See, there's another one, right? Hit the red. Okay, but now
It's
he's
kind of
having to
behind him.
turn all the way back around.
So you don't
to
get
go and
that
catch it.
animation where he's moving upfield. He's
Yeah.
going to slow down,
And
but it's still catchable.
Exactly, but those are going to really hurt you in tight windows.
Only had 3 carries. He'd be the most well-rested running back in the country.
Oh, I think he likes this 7 route right here. Nope, he's going to throw to the flat to himself.
Yeah, and he's open. And look at
What
the
a
breakaway
play.
speed.
And a great showcase of 2 of the abilities that Donovan has in College Football 25. You can see it with takeoff right there. When that play started, he got just that extra quick step off of the route
Bro, the graphics are like so nice on this game.
Graphics team did an awesome job. Look at the lighting.
There it is.
Uh-oh, red pass.
Bro, I'm reading it.
So that was a red pass. It was just slightly behind, but because the defender was in good coverage, that was able to be picked.
New kicking debuting in college. It's just something that,
Awesome.
that we have not seen before as far as even a 40-yard field goal isn't a gimme. You're really going to need to focus and make sure that you're timing up the accuracy meter, not over kicking it if you want to have success.
I've heard rumors that this pump fake can you're actually going to see defenders move if you use the pump fake effectively.
Absolutely, yeah. Now you can pull down a corner to throw behind him, right, in that 4-7 look. There's a lot of different things we really wanted to start making it play instead of just being more or less of an animation.
I mean, I like the matchup, but like, do I take it? Oh. Crib. Oh!
That's an example. It's a big play. He's rolling out. He puts a little touch on the ball. And then now that, again, the ratings differential, being able to put the ball in places you haven't been able to before, that really just speaks to the wide open gameplay.
Get it to him! That's the big bet! Get it!
What a play.
I don't ever want to play Michigan.
That's
ever.
the big bet, bro. Do your dance, gang. Do your dance.
I'm going to let Donovan just swag out here for a second.
Come
All right.
on, bro. Everybody eats around here, bro. Everybody eats. Watch the arrows. I'm on every.
It looks like he had a route, and he makes the catch.
As you see here with Bordeaux, he's going into wear and tear. Now you can see left arm.
So he's losing a little bit of stats in that category.
I feel that.
So the individual body parts are going to pick up the wear and tear. It's not just generic fatigue or your whole body. It's going to be based on how they're hit, where they're hit, and that's going to change your ratings that are being affected
Absolutely. So every body part has unique attributes tied to it, right? So a big hit to the arm is going to impact throw power, throw accuracy, medium throw, short, long, all of that, just as it would in real life. And we're on the road too. We're hearing the fight song play on the road. Just subtle, not as loud as it would be at home, which is a nice little touch.
Weather has got to be a big part of this, especially being in the Big Ten. This game's in November and it's snowy. That's going to have an effect on how the players play.
Without question. Throwing a wet football is a fundamental component of football. And so we had to make sure that that was properly replicated.
Oh, was that a motion halfback wheel?
They did that in their bowl game. I forgot who they played.
Nasty.
They did that exactly.
Exact play right there.
And they got it in the game.
All right, so now you see, right, now we got wear and tear here in yellow, so now the impacts are starting to grow.
You could tell the way the ball was floating right there on that pass, the wear and tear starting to occur.
It wasn't a crisp throw. So if I need to get rid of that wear and tear, what can I do in game? Is it subbing someone out? Is it using timeouts? What do I do?
So they heal in multiple different stages. They heal per play, per quarter. Halftime is probably your biggest bump,
one,
and then if you're in Dynasty or Road to Glory, week to week.
It's going to be tough once your quarterback starts getting banged up like this. You're definitely going to notice it with the trajectories, the throw power.
Everybody and just sending it.
No, it's picked.
Oh!
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, man.
Holy cow. I don't know. Sykes, I have not. I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen that.
No.
That was,
I want to see that catch in instant
whoa.
replay.
Man, with 32
nice little
seconds
touch.
left. Oh, you didn't have to do it. Why are you dancing? You're down 40. Why are you dancing? Bordeaux, first time getting to play this. Give me just a quick, your thoughts from getting your hands on this game and how much fun it's going to be. The first college football game in 10 years.
Game again, gentlemen.
Look at you.
Definitely, it's going to be so much fun. I had a blast doing this.
Donovan, obviously 2 games. You got yourself 2 Player of the Game awards. Put up a whole lot of points.
Yeah.
Just thoughts on playing the game, how much fun it is, and how much it means to you to be the cover athlete of this game.
You know what? Playing the game, this is amazing. It was very fun. It feels very realistic. Being able to be on the cover of the game as well is a blessing. And to be able to put up points into, rush over for 100 yards per game.
Crazy.
It's great, especially being my first time playing this game. So, he has to get a little bit better before he plays me again. So, overall, it was a great experience. playing this wonderful game that has been brought back after a decade.
Make game day every day. Pre-order the EA Sports MVP bundle to get both College Football 25 and Madden NFL 25 with exclusive content.
Sheesh. Fellas. And there we have it. We have the gameplay. Wow, man. That's incredible, man. Let me gather my thoughts because I took a bunch of notes, fellas. Let me gather my thoughts. Where's my music at? Here we go. Man, listen. We running that back. I don't care what you got going on. We're going to run this whole video back. And we're going to pause it at some areas. But I saw a lot of really promising, exciting, kind of blew my mind a little bit type of things, man. Let me end this poll. Let me end this poll right here. So far, so you guys said you want to see O-line, D-line play, wide receiver, DB play, physics, animations, game presentation. You know what? I'll leave it up. Yeah, you know what? We'll restructure this poll. So we're gonna put another poll up. I'm gonna ask you guys, what were you most impressed with? Most impressed with? With the gameplay. I want to know in the chat, man, too. Let me know what you guys were thinking, man. I'm mind blown, man. I'm really blown away at the quality and attention to detail from not only just the presentation side and how it looks, from all of the little things within the game in terms of the composure, in terms of the shell coveraging, the scheme, the abilities, but the gameplay itself looks fun, man. It looks, at the end of the day, we're supposed to be having fun playing these games. So I want to know, I'm gonna ask again. I'm gonna ask the same thing, but in a different way. What were you guys most impressed with this gameplay first look? Wide receiver and DB interactions, O-line, D-line interactions. I'm gonna take out atmosphere and I'm gonna put QB, quarterback play, and I'm gonna add physics animation. All right. Let me know in this poll. Let me know what you think you were most impressed with from this gameplay first look. All right. Now I'm about to run this back. Just give me a second. I got to pull up the video again. Because I could play it from YouTube, but the only thing is that it's kind of a delay when I use YouTube. So I'm just downloading the video, and then I have full control in my OBS. But let me go down my notes real quick before I even do that, since we got a little time. Jumpman says, "Wow, yeah, everything happened so fast." Create Clouds, my man says, how it was so easy to make your moves as far as running. Yeah, listen, we don't know what level they may have been playing on. They could have been playing on freshman or sophomore or whatever, All-American. Nonetheless, I believe that, okay, you guys are already super impressed with the physics and the animation. Me too, man. I want to say that the wide receiver DB interactions surprised me. But let me go down my list, okay? So, guys, I took some notes. As you can see, I took some notes here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I took some notes, man. Because I wanted to talk about a few things that I picked out just off of literally the first look, no pun intended. The game speed. The game speed is definitely faster than Madden. The game speed is snappy. It looks like it's responsive. We'll have to play, of course, but it looks snappy, responsive, and it looks fast. It looks pacey, kind of how we see in college football. And I think that is because there's a difference between the speed of players and the athleticism and the just the overall abilities of players in college, you see that difference. And so I think them being able to capture that is awesome. The sound is great. The sound of the game is great. I was able to listen with my headphones on to the atmosphere, to the you know what I'm saying, to the fight songs and the band music. We didn't get a chance to hear the commentary, which is something that I wanted to hear how the commentary would be, just in terms of, you know, they did what, 80-something thousand lines of commentary. I'm like, man, you know, I wanted to see how that would shape up into a game. And, but yeah, we weren't able to hear any of that, unfortunately. So, let's see, the shell defense system was awesome. That was really good, yeah. The next thing I noticed was just the stick work, overall left stick work. So I'm never really like a right stick juker. I'm always left stick. I'm always kind of like a FIFA player. So if you guys play FIFA, you already know all you really need is left stick skills. And I feel like this game has captured that same kind of feel that I love about FIFA. And I want to be able to, let me try to re-download this way. So I really want to be able to make those quick decision moves with the left stick, and it looks like, I mean, Nava Ever was getting busy. He was getting busy. I think because and he's hyped because he's running with himself. So it's not letting me download it. Okay. The next thing, man, was of course running. So I know some of you guys were talking about how the running could look like it could be a little OP at some point, but give it time, because if we're playing on Heisman mode, we don't know how snappy and fast the defense could be, especially playing the AI. So, but running looks great. It looks like we can do pretty much what we want to do. The option game looks really fire. I thought the pitches, the way that they introduced how the pitch system will work with the 3 different types of pitches, or was it 2 types? I think it was 2. It was the fake pitch, the one where you have to hold it a little bit longer to be more accurate, and then you have the inaccurate pitch, which gets it out quicker. Very, very responsive game to how you make decisions in the game, because if you're about to get hit as a quarterback and you got to get that ball out, it's going to cost you. So it looks like we have benefits and costs, you know, to everything that we do in this game. And that's really tough to take into account when creating a video game, is with every decision you make, what is the upside? And then also what could be the penalty for doing something in the scenario, just like in real life. So the stiff arm, did you guys see that one stiff arm? Maybe not, but Donovan Edwards did something when he was running with himself and he stiff armed the player. And what I loved about it was that he didn't have to, it wasn't like that long stiff arm animation that we got in NCAA 14, of course, right? It was that type of stiff arm that immediately just kind of shoved the man off. And I love that, because you can get right back to running upfield the way that you should, you know. I'm literally multitasking, guys, trying to get you guys this video. And then here we go. So we can run it back. So let's see. Okay, now there, download. All right, man, so the next thing that I saw, the animations, right? So when we're talking about animations in a football video game, I'm just gonna pull it up on YouTube. That's cool. It'll be just fine.
Come on, it's got that best beat for you, baby. Get in there. Everybody eats around here.
All right, so we'll pause it for a second. All right, so back to what I was saying about the stiff arm, right? Yeah, so the stiff arm is cool. No, that's not a stiff arm. I'm sorry, the animations, period. The animations were cleaner and faster. A lot of times what I saw in Madden was animations took too long. So it feels like you lose control of the game when the animations take too long. Animations need to kind of be in and out. Just take him to the ground. He doesn't need to do all of this like, oh, I'm getting wrapped up around my waist and I got to do this whole spin to hit the ground. That kind of takes you out of the control of the game. It takes you out of the immersion. So what I like about it was what we love about NCAA 14, and especially when I did the J-Kid sliders, understand what I took into account was how fast the animations played out. And so that helps you with understanding how to shape gameplay sliders so that things can feel natural and that you don't lose that immersion. What they did with this game looks to be the same. David Douglas, what's up, man? I think they took really good care. He says, I think they took really good care in time. I'm sorry. I think they really took their time, and made a good product, unlike Madden is a rush product. Yeah, Madden is going to be what it is, but I don't think Madden is horrible. I just think that with this game, they were given the leeway and the time to really build a game the way they wanted to, So big plays, fellas. Big plays are in the game. You feel me? Big plays. College football is all about the big play, man. And so I loved seeing that throughout this gameplay footage, was how the big plays were, really kind of shown. I mean, we didn't get to see the whole game, but I just wonder how often, to get those high scores, those 50-something, the 21s, the 38 to the 30, winning 38 to 24, those kinds of games, you have to have wide open gameplay. And I would think that most of you guys are going to play on 5 to 6 minute quarters. I usually do 7 to 8 minute quarters to get the accurate amount of plays run in a game, kind of like in real life. But to have those kinds of scores, you need wide open offenses and you need things to feel a little bit more. You just have to get used to that. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't Madden. This is college ball, right? Tackling. Let's talk about tackling real quick. Let me know if you guys saw this. I didn't really see any suction tackling, right? When you get near the player and there's that animation that kind of just, it's like a magnet tackle. I don't think I really saw that. I think I saw that even if you were near the player, you had to engage. Whether you press the tackle button, you had to engage that tackle to make it happen. Because there were a few moments where it looked like either one of them could have made the tackle. They're just out of position. So it looks like that'll be a challenging effort to make and something we'll have to have in a learning curve of taking the right angle and being in a tackle position, which is great. Off throws, they showed this numerous times, how the off throws impact, how your release of the quarterback throw impacts the accuracy of the throws. So the off throw is perfect, man. It needs to teeter off and on, 3 to 6 yards away from the receiver. Sometimes a little bit further. Just depends maybe on the quarterback's ratings, on his accuracy. So that, in my opinion, may play a role in those off throws or in those red throws, throwing in the red, right? It looked great because nonetheless, they were still able to make the catch. But like O'Gallagher said, doing that in tight windows or in spaces that conflict with that offness be a problem. So that's good. What else did I see? All right, wide receiver, DB interactions. I underestimated that, man. I really underestimated how the interactions really, really held down that excitement when the ball was in the air, especially on those deep throws. It kind of made you hold your breath for a second and made you really go like, what is gonna, like you really didn't know the toss up. That 50-50 ball is exciting. And I did see the physical play from the DBs. We got to see the chance of them getting numerous interceptions. We got to see big catches from the receivers. We saw a lot of diving catches. Very, very solid all the way around in terms of what the possibilities are in football. Those turnaround catches, realistic. Sometimes you got to reposition yourself as a receiver to make the catch. Pump fake looked good when they showed that replay of the pump fake and how the defense kind of bit on it but got right back into position. So dope. I wonder how effective that is. I wonder if the AI catches on to that. If you try to spam the pump fake. And then the last thing I saw as well was the weather, which was a very brief statement they made. in the snow. I thought it was actually the same game, and out of the blue it started snowing. I was like, what's going on? But nah, it was. I'm glad that they showed that, and they talked briefly about how that'll impact throw accuracy, catches, etc. So let's get back into some of this video. Not really sure of where to navigate it all, but I'm gonna try my best, guys, to play it and just, where's my controls at? My bad. I'm looking for my controls. There it is, right here. And I'm gonna do my best to just play it and just kind of talk about what we want to see. All right.
Everybody eats.
What an exciting time to be a college football fan, and we are so happy to be able to bring you this gameplay first look of college football 25. We're going to bring in a little talent. On one side, if you follow in Twitter, if you follow college football at all, you know the name Bordeaux. And on the other side, you might recognize him as one of the cover athletes of college football 25 from the University of Michigan, Donovan Edwards.
You know what? Thanks for having me on here, man. Just looking at this system right now, and just being able to look at the graphics.
Just remind you, guys, we are a week away from this game being released. Okay.
So this is very spot on right here. They got the Big House theme song in here, so I'm very excited to play.
Wow. All right, so let's get into it. Fast forward a little bit.
Round and pound. This is gonna be terrible.
Michigan brand of football.
I'm in trouble. All right.
Yeah.
There it is, baby. There it is, baby.
It's just, man,
Great ball.
this play alone, that was the first play I watched. The speed of the play is what really, really impressed me. Let's just watch the speed of this play out. Just the timing of everything is so realistic.
A great ball. So you see, that's our brand new revamp passing right there. That's the blue. It's a safer throw that he made. There's blue, yellow,
I try
red.
to pay attention to some of that.
Obviously, the more that you're in the red, the more off target a throw is going to be.
That's secondary.
Good throw there for Donovan. Because we worked off of like a bullseye system, right?
So that's just secondary to everything else. But nonetheless, seeing that pocket formation is important as well. Seeing how offensive linemen still stick to their schemes is important. So let's watch this again. Just seeing how they stick to their scheme. And there's the pocket. You got somebody kind of peering in.
There it is, baby. There it is, baby. Come on, Martin.
A great ball.
Ooh, hey, boys, this graphic stuff is real. It got me looking. They got us looking to the sideline. Yeah, I like that. They got us looking to the sideline and all that.
Oh, that one's up the middle, too.
This is the stiff arm right here coming up.
Ooh, get off of me, cuz. I don't care if he hit me like that. Get off. Okay. Come on.
Donovan.
So the stick movements, guys, it's going to be on this next play. You see how they have their hands after the ball.
Come on.
Good catch, Cloud. Let me see. Yeah, I did see that.
All right, I just have to shout out for a second. The stick work that Mr. Donovan Edwards just showed on that play.
The stick work was very.
And on the left is your wear and tear. Wear and tear.
All right,
The game, so the stick work was very
so you
easy
see
to.
you got a wear and tear meter on the left side of the player. It looks like to the right side we have their stamina bar. So that's good to know.
To maneuver.
So here as we come to the line and Ewers is at the line, you're looking at the player reticle here, right? The right is your fatigue stamina, and then on the left is your wear and tear. Wear and tear.
Good to know.
There is basically 5 different pips. That's just
Man, just look at the timing. Like, go to a football practice, right? Go watch some practices, watch some games, and just look at the execution of the plays, the timing. This is the real speed of how football should play out. You know what I'm saying?
on the left is your wear and tear. Wear and tear is basically 5 different pips. That's just showing you the body part that is hurt the most. That's it. So it could be an ankle, it could be an elbow, and then it will fluctuate in colors. It will go straight from green, light green, yellow, orange, and red. The more that these are down, the more attribute hits that.
Is there a rating that affects how much the wear and tear is going to affect your play?
Absolutely. It is the toughness rating, right?
All right, so the toughness rating affects
the toughness is playing into the impact of the hit. We're looking at recovery. That's a great. Oh, got to make a tackle there.
One of the new things that we've added to college.
That right there. So
recovery. That's a great.
Just real quick, the tackling system to me.
Got to make a tackle there.
You know, they got to engage on the tackle. It looks like.
One of the new things that we've
So,
added to
no more
college is
magnet
the
tackles.
pitch types. So now you basically have 3 different pitches you can do. You've got
This was really good to look at, really cool to kind of break down a little bit. So let's see, let me cut this down a little bit more. Here we go.
your quick pitches, strong pitches, and fake pitches. Quick pitches are basically
got him on
going to
a fake
be
pitch. That fake pitch
to
is
get you
clean.
out of a tight spot. The animation's going to be quick, but the ball might hang. It might not hit the pitch back perfectly in stride. But then on your strong pitches, which you're going to get by holding the pitch button, the animation might take a little bit longer, but it's going to hit the guy in stride. The ball speed's going to be quicker.
It's almost like, for me, the animations and the physics of their leg movement. So in that, his upper body did one thing, but his legs kept moving in stride for that pitch, right? So
holding
that's
the
one
pitch
thing
button.
that I love to
the
see.
animation might take a little bit longer,
watch his lower
but it's going
body
to hit the guy
movement.
in stride. The
Boom.
ball speed's going to be
He's still in
quicker.
stride.
And then, of course, fake
Has nothing
pitching,
to
that's
do with
just
the upper
to
body.
rub it in your
That's
opponent's
just gonna be
face.
it's just gonna be
That's
rude
just-
when you do that.
Exactly. That's just going to be to
Let's watch
taunt
that fake
to
pitch
rub
one.
it in your but
Fake
it's going to
pitch.
hit the guy in
Here we go.
stride. The ball speed's going to be quicker. And then, of course, fake
we go.
pitching, that's
Fake.
just to
Boom.
rub it in your
That's
opponent's
just gonna be
face.
it's just gonna be
So
rude
good.
when you do that.
Exactly. That's just going to be to taunt, basically. But
good,
yeah,
man.
that's how we've tried to approach
I'm trying to see.
the option space.
All right, let's watch this DB play real quick.
That's how we've tried to
So we see square on the left, right? I believe that's a cornerback.
to rub it in your
Couldn't
That's
see
just
the
gonna be
place in
it's
the
just
very
gonna be
beginning.
rude when you do
Sorry
that.
about that.
Exactly.
But
That's
see,
just going to be to taunt, basically. But yeah,
Looks like he's
that's
in
how we
man
try to
coverage.
approach
Nope, that's a linebacker. I couldn't even see the cornerback there.
the option
But
space,
it looks like his zone for the linebacker. He dropped back.
basically. But yeah, that's how we've tried to approach the option space.
Okay, going across. Yeah, they were playing zone. It looks like.
That's a
It's just so much, man. I can't even wrap my mind around so much. But defense is quick, yeah. Another pick too.
Bordeaux, was that a covered shell?
Yeah.
Let's see that again. All right,
Bordeaux, was that a covered shell?
that was his
Yeah.
coverage
Okay.
So
shield.
I had cover 3 out there, and I switched it to cover 2.
So he was playing cover 3, but showed cover 2. Is that what he said?
Bordeaux, was that a covered shell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had cover 3 out there, and I switched it to cover 2.
Okay, so he was playing cover 3 and switched to cover 2. So watch this linebacker drop back into his zone. He was there the whole time. He was baiting him.
Bordeaux, was that a covered shell?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had cover
Okay.
3 out there, and I
Move on.
switched it to cover 2.
Okay.
That is a major change. Adding in these coverage shells, taking that the old version of what is base
I wonder how the defense responds to cover shells, to showing cover 2 and cover 3.
line, and now
We'll see.
instead giving you the ability to show different defenses and then disguise exactly what you're doing.
Get it out
Bro.
there. Touchdown.
The execution
And
of
now
plays,
instead
man.
giving you the ability
Yes,
to
bruh.
show
Yes,
different
yes, yes.
defenses
No
and
huddle
then
offenses are
disguise
gonna be
exactly what you're
crazy.
doing.
in
Get
this
it
game,
out
man.
there. Touchdown.
I don't plan on running no huddle, but they're going to be very effective.
Something that players used for a long time was base
Especially if
align,
you have
and
a
it was with that
tactician. Think
intent
about
to
that now. Think about that now, guys. So let's get into some of the other features that they discuss and kind of merge them together. So the tactician coaching archetype, right? You have the ability to affect the actual game and its execution. Now, I wonder with tactician if that also implies player stamina and running certain types of offenses, because they did have abilities for the tactician that when you run no huddle, that when you run something that's a little bit more paced and tempoed, you get a benefit out of that, and the defense takes a hit. So different things to think about when it comes to what kind of conference you're playing in. Do you need a tactician to beat these teams if you're in the SEC?
disguise your look on defense, but now you're getting more control in that you can show, depending on the formation that you call, you can show up to 5
me see
versus
run
the line,
blocking there
and
real
it was
quick,
with
guys.
that intent to disguise
Let's
your
see.
look on defense, but now you're getting
Okay. I'm going to try to slow this down real quick. Let me just see. Okay. Run blocking. What's great is no one's shedded the block yet. But as soon as he gets to a point, it's almost like, in real life, no one really sheds the block until they're really certain in the running back's
defense.
Run direction.
So instead of having baseline, now you have even more control than you did before by being able to say, for example, okay, I'm going to call cover 3, but I'm going to show a cover 0 blitz look to make you think I'm blitzing, but really it's just like a drop coverage. And this is something like core fans have just, they've wanted this for years, so I'm so glad we were able to deliver it.
And
Get away from me, cuz. What's wrong with you? To the crib.
that's crazy.
Donovan, get to the house. Hit Donovan.
We're gonna run that from back.
Just three, but I'm so glad we were able to deliver it.
Get away from me, cuz. What's wrong with you? To the crib.
Donovan, Donovan, get to the house. Hit Donovan, get out of here. Let's go.
Nah, I think I saw him hand juke left
to make you think I'm blitzing, but really it's just like a drop coverage. And this is something like core fans have just, they've wanted this for years, so I'm so glad we were able to deliver it.
Right.
Get away from me, cuz. What's wrong with you? To the crib.
Donovan, get to the house. Hit Donovan, get out.
That's crazy run, guys.
Let's go.
Running is gonna be so fun. Hey man, recruit you guys. Let's bring you back. It's gonna be a problem.
Donovan doesn't know
Wherever
about
he
all the
goes.
different new celebrations that
Speed
are in the
is gonna
game. There's
kill
over
in this
20
game,
new
for sure.
touchdown celebrations.
So we got a bunch of touchdown celebrations. All right, that's pretty cool. Nice ad. Really nice ad. So here we go.
Everything is in there.
Throw that. That's it.
Let me see that again. This
Heisman
is
pose, you can
Quinn
do the
Ewers throwing
salute.
ball,
You,
too.
there's
Understand,
a lot there. You can
he
rock
has
the
one of
baby.
top
Everything
3
is in there.
quarterbacks in the game. Tossing the rock.
Throw that. That's a dot.
Sideline
That was an
good,
absolute
man.
dot, right? And so that's when we were talking about revamp passing. Left stick intent was there to be able to throw somebody open, layer the football.
Man, my
A lot
excitement
have
level.
heard about us talk about that, whether it's the blog or the video deep dive, but
10
that
out of
was
10.
priority A number 1. That was a great
10 out of
example of
10.
that right there. Oh, that's a shot. He's going to feel that. He's
His
going to
stick.
feel that.
Okay.
A number 1.
All right, real quick. So here was the thing that I asked in one of the forums in Operation Sports. I was wondering, how does the defenders, I wanted to see how defenders also incur wear and tears too, wear and tear on their body as well. And so watch this play again. You'll see when he makes that hit stick, watch the defenders wear and tear go down.
That was a great example of that right there.
I'm gonna slow it down again, because this is just important to understand how defenders also get wear and tear during the game. So he's running the rock, does a nice spin move, almost breaks, and then hit stick, boom. It looks like one of his green bars came off. So you see it's one missing at the top of this defender. So that hit stick, those hit sticks, man, like I love doing them. But it might be a time and a place to do them as well.
Bordeaux, how's that spin move feeling?
I'm loving the spin move.
There goes Don.
Okay. Here's the stiff arm we were talking about. All
The
right?
spin is back for sure.
Coming up. This play.
Come on, bro.
And there goes Donovan. There goes Donovan.
That's stiff arm right there. Let's go back again. Let's just see it. Here we go.
Come on, bro.
And there goes Donovan. There goes Donovan.
Get off. Stiff arm was perfect, man.
I mean, he's putting on a running clip. Bordeaux,
That's
you gotta
all it
stop
needs to
something,
do.
okay?
I'm not sure what you can do to stop it.
Get
to
off.
be honest.
Quick off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're gonna stack the box.
Yeah, man. So everything,
that opens-
remember the beauty of this game. Before you guys, listen, have fun with this game. At the end of the day, have fun. Play it the way you want to play. But understand that the way they built this, man, was that every single decision has a plus and a minus to it. All right? So whether that has to deal with the abilities, whether that has to deal with the players' wear and tear, it's so many things to take into account. And I love that. My boy VZ over at Man Cave Gaming said that it's a thinking man's game, a thinking man's game for football. So that's where we're at.
Up the passing game. It's a little risky.
Oh, now he's
Oh, he
play action.
stacked the box. Did we get the animation?
He did.
So Bordeaux comes out, says, I'm gonna stack the box. And what does Donovan do? Play action, hits the crosser.
Pass play, got him in the flats.
Oh,
And
him
again,
move.
Donovan cuts his side. I'm gonna stack the box.
Change of
And
direction.
what does Donovan do?
Crazy.
Play action, hits the crosser.
I wonder if that's the change of directions ability
Oh.
or
And
attribute.
again, Donovan cuts his side.
got a man.
Celebrate on him.
Man, it looks so dope.
Only so much I can do here.
Oh,
He's taking
going
this.
for it all.
shot.
He's going for it all.
Is he gonna get cuts inside?
All right, let's watch this wide
Celebrate on
receiver
him.
DB interaction
Only
here.
so much I can
He's
do
playing
here.
good man coverage.
He's taking
going
this.
for it all.
Shot.
He's going for it all.
Is he gonna get a DPI?
Is that DPI?
Yeah, Clouds, you got to
It's
think
only
about
15.
it, bro. You're gonna have to think about everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Penalty hunter. Like
taking
Luka in the
that for
playoffs.
Hey, I like that.
You talk about tempo and you know,
Go back.
I'm getting nostalgic hitbacks
That's
with the
hurry up
run back to
offense,
the
you see.
line. Like that hits that nostalgia taste bud.
yeah, especially when you talk about tempo and
Across the
you know,
middle.
it just
Middle.
really brings a whole nother life to it. The atmosphere, the play, the sense of urgency, everything
This
comes
is
in.
the turbo hurry up mode, so I should get to hike it even quicker.
So you're using the turbo right
I
now.
am
This is
using
the
the
defense
turbo.
kind of delay. They're about
So
to
you
show
can
that.
see on the D line right there, because Bordeaux
Turbo.
was using turbo tempo
Watch
and he
the
snapped the
delay
ball
of the
quickly,
defense.
the defense was just a hair late getting off the ball.
Now you got more time as a
Maybe.
quarterback, so that half a second.
I ain't gonna lie.
That half a second. So the benefit, if you have a team that runs hurry up offense and all of that, you have a benefit to getting off certain kinds of plays. That play you couldn't run a draw play. You could have done so many things because you have the time, not only in the pocket to throw, but also to catch the defense off guard.
Bordeaux was using turbo tempo and he snapped the ball quickly. The defense was just a hair
Yeah, class,
late
it's
getting
unfair.
off the ball.
We get all this footage.
Hey,
Maybe.
he
No
moving it
game
though.
today.
I ain't gonna lie.
And so that play, you could see field general
diving
activated to where
touches look so
Bordeaux
good,
could
man.
see that the outside corners were
coming.
blitzing on the
Yep,
play.
yep.
But that is
It's
not a
blitzing, so we
guarantee,
gotta
and
pay
it's
attention to- we
only
have to pay
because
attention to
his
these
quarterback
things,
is maintained his composure and hasn't
Hmm.
fallen behind the chain.
And
Yeah,
off
up the
here,
middle.
up the middle,
Okay. We'll take it.
easy peasy.
I still gotta come back though.
I'm taking myself out the game.
Spreadsheet
Let's go
here,
to the
you see
next
the little
game.
minuses.
Yeah, so this is what I wanted to go back and look at too. So we see Donovan Edwards has some wear and tear within the game. Okay, he's overall 91. Now, I'm not certain if I might be certain that his overall has changed, but it doesn't have a plus or minus there. But it says his speed -7. It's a 99 speed? What? I don't know if Donovan Edwards is a 99 speed, but okay. Strength 74 -2, agility -8. Acceleration 96 -7. That doesn't make sense. Am I tripping on my math? Is my math wrong? Anyway, you can see his wear and tear actually has a big drop here. So
Here, these are the attribute hits that Donovan has taken from wear and tear throughout the game.
Donovan, who are we talking to right
It's
now?
Tony Alford right here. It's my running backs coach. Just let you know what I'm saying, that the guys bringing
Right.
it up, you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't want to
Exactly.
brag or nothing. Hold on, TA.
But the receiver,
Yeah,
what
he's
it
running
was is it
crazy
was
in this
just
game.
sort of down and away, and you got to click on and make a play to make that catch.
Exactly.
That looked like
Let's
a
see
little
this
bit of
again.
the inaccurate pass because it was.
It
wasn't.
Yeah.
You know,
all
five,
right, so here we go. We're talking about inaccurate throws. Let's see what they talk about again.
Hold on, TA. There your
Love
boy
this.
go right there. You know what I mean?
that looked like a little bit of the inaccurate pass because it was. It wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, 5 yards over the head of the receiver. What it was is it was just sort of down and away, and you got to
slows
click
the
on and make a
momentum a
play to
little
make that
bit.
catch.
Exactly. It was well, what we like to call internally off frame, right? So off frame down there, harder to catch, still catchable, higher chance for a drop.
Oh. Is this the? This is the one.
And I like the breakaway
Bro.
speed, though. The breakaway speed is wild.
Spin moves, juke moves, and stiff arms all being used, and situationally, they're all really, really good.
Right, all of it. And then you combine that with the left stick.
Look at- did you see that-
exactly how I
that
wanted it.
throw was insane.
That is it. That's the left
And they
stick
put it in
stuff
the
that
game.
you can
That's
throw
so
in
dope.
right.
This ball
All
to
right,
the
so let's
sideline.
fast
I'm going to be
forward.
able to, with the left, to switch it up. More from Bordeaux.
We got another
Send
game
him.
here. We got Penn State, overall 88. You get to pick your unis here, of course.
On the road into one of the toughest places to play, Happy Valley. And by the way, we got to give Bordeaux a chance.
And then we got what? Right here, you see event type. That's cool. We can change the event type. Commentary, broadcast team, even teams, quarter length, accelerated clock, play clock remaining, stadium, time, weather. Okay.
It wouldn't be a college ball game if we don't give them a chance at a get back, okay? And we got to see more from Bordeaux.
I didn't get to play that long. This presentation is hard, fellas.
The attention to detail from our presentation team was second to none. You could see it. This Penn State
This is
run out
unreal.
is unbelievable. The lighting in the tunnel, to the pom-poms in
Wow.
the crowd.
Donovan, is this pretty
So
accurate?
you guys were really
Very
impressed with the physics and animations of this
Very
game.
accurate.
Me too, man. Quarterback play looks good.
And they got the We Are.
Ain't none of y'all
We
thinking
Are
about
Penn
O-line,
State
D-line.
Yeah. That's very accurate. This is
I
awesome.
could
Their
dig it,
fight
bro.
song.
Goodness.
I
I
feel you.
gotta turn the volume up on mine. I want to hear this.
The Manat hit
That-
with wearing
let me see
fight
that.
song.
Goodness.
Let's see how
I
this
gotta turn the volume up on
pocket
mine.
collapsed.
I want to hear
Let's
this.
take a look and see. That pressure on the QB.
The Manat hit with wear and tear. You are going to feel that.
You got to
So
watch
this is
out for
with one of
Mason
the
Graham.
best-
He's got that
One of the best D lines in college football. So you get to see how much time a team like Penn State, who's also a good team, has in the pocket. So we see
Manat
that
hit.
again.
I gotta turn the volume
Just to
up
kind of
on
get a
mine.
feel of how
I wanna hear
fast
this.
you're going to have to execute these plays. Someone's open.
The Manat
Nowhere to
hit
go.
with wear and tear. You are
Square
going to
was
feel
open,
that.
You got to watch out for Mason Graham. He's got
Platinum
that
pocket
platinum
disruptor.
pocket disruptor, so he's really going to wreak havoc on the O-line if you don't have the guys that can match up with him.
He's pulling up those
Close
hot
again.
routes, and you saw with the L1, the custom stem.
Yes.
What are people going to be able to do with those
That's
custom
crazy.
stems when they're doing their hot route?
Before Sykes
Custom
alludes
stems.
to the, oh, we got to pick.
So he probably should have used the
Yeah, right
custom
to him.
stem there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get
Different
6.
route.
Yeah.
4-0, what are we doing, man?
Man.
I need 1.
I know.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Go back.
It's a tough start.
Whoa.
Go, Nick.
Just real quick, the running styles, man. The running styles are so fire. Let's do this again. Just the way that he begins to
Nick.
accelerate upfield.
Go, Nick. Get out of there, Nick.
Oh, what a run.
This is called giving Donovan a taste of his own medicine.
Beautiful.
Hey, I like
Beautiful,
the
man.
lion noise on the first down, boys.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Let's do this again.
I need
I gotta see
1.
one more
I
time, guys.
know. It's a tough start.
Pay attention to some blocking here.
Whoa.
Go, Nick. Go, Nick.
What I love is
Get
how
out of
the
there, Nick.
receivers
Oh, what a run.
get
This is
downfield
called
and
giving
block.
Donovan a taste of his own medicine.
Hey, I like the lion noise on the first down, boys.
You heard that?
Yeah, they do that every time.
There you go.
What we got here? Oh.
Oh,
Get out there.
Mm.
You like that Texas route,
Get out
bro.
there.
You like that. You like that Texas.
Hey, what do we got coming? Little Heisman post?
Ooh. Poses are hard.
I
Poses are
got
great.
road dog, don't
That's gonna
I?
make really good thumbnails
Yeah, you got
for
Road Dog on.
Road Dog.
YouTubers.
Donovan Edwards in-game has Road Dog.
Yep.
Yes, he does. We know his
Ultimate,
stats on
so
the
road dog is what ultimate increased ability,
You got Road Dog on.
Road Dog.
ultimate increase to compose your games on the road.
Donovan Edwards in-game has Road Dog.
Yep.
Yes, he
We're
does.
gonna go over some
we
of
know
these
his
abilities.
stats
I
on the
hope that they
road. He
release
absolutely
This week, a breakdown of every ability so that we know what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to recruiting, we know what they are. We know how to implement every player in the game. I wouldn't doubt that they wouldn't this week, so I believe that's coming soon.
deserves it. We hand assigned abilities to the top 100
Running back
players in
comparison, that
college
was
football.
nice.
To the top.
Okay, so I see. So when we saw, let me back up. So this was his overall. I was trying to understand. So he was a 91. So if we went back real quick to his wear and tear, I'm going to fast forward back. It's 12 minutes, 52 seconds. Okay. So let me see if I can kind of get back there. So as we can see his wear and tear on Donovan Edwards, we see that speed -7 was actually 85. Okay, so I understand it. I understand it now. That overall, you don't see the actual number change like in some of the older games. It will actually show you speed 85, and then it will show you what minus. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? But 92 -7 means it's an 85 speed. That's a lot. That's a lot of speed that you lost. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to where we were.
Yes, he does. We know his stats on the road.
This right here is pretty cool. The running back comparison. I love these kinds of presentation swipes that come up. Very good touch.
absolutely deserves it. We hand
Ball carrier
assigned
vision.
abilities to the top 100 players in college football to make sure they're represented how they play.
Hold on,
Stats on the road.
Let's do this again.
I got road
I want to hear
dog,
what
don't I?
Yeah, you got Road
developers.
Dog on.
Road Dog.
Donovan Edwards in game has Road Dog.
Yep.
Yes, he does. We know his stats on the road. He absolutely deserves it. We hand assigned abilities to the top 100 players in college football to make sure they're represented how they play in real life.
And for those at home, as they're seeing home field advantage
Top
and the
100.
different impacts and effects that are happening, as the meter is growing, and depending on where you're playing, there are, we've broken down the top 25 places, toughest places to play. The different impacts are happening. So
catch, good
that
throw,
could be anything
catch.
from the squiggly routes to not seeing icons to every time you bring up play art, it's showing the wrong play. Your back is literally against the wall.
Oh, touchdown!
Yeah. Man, these throws,
It's
these
showing
throws
the
in
wrong
stride are
play.
beautiful. Let me slow this down just for the sake of, wanting to kind of see it worked out a little bit better. All right, let's go back. Here we go. Now we see that he looked like he probably pressed looks like the DB must have pressed the wide receiver. I can't even talk. So I'm thinking about so many things. So he pressed him. He got the separation. He's wide open. Put some air under it. Didn't have to really zip it down. Got him beat. I wonder what the receiver's speed is. So here we go. He's wide open nonetheless. And just look at this ball right in stride, man. Break stride. It feels like it gives me a vibe of NCAA 14 for sure. Just in terms of that fluidness. So
what a pass there.
Listen, Donovan Edwards is a running back. I think he can play quarterback the way he's throwing the ball out here.
I would say that's pretty good because you got to take into account quarterbacks, running backs.
And what's crazy is you're
linemen,
listening, you can hear the
linebackers.
crowd noise
So
level
I'm
drop
sure
a
that
little bit.
top
Like
100 is
those
spread out
momentum
amongst all
plays
these
really
positions.
affect the atmosphere
which
that
is-
you're
which
playing.
I'm
You can
okay
make those
with, man.
plays
You
on the
got-
road, you're going to get a bigger
What,
advantage.
14,000 players in a game, and only 100 have these really, really defined abilities. That's
Aski, let's go!
you got to think about the NFL draft too.
That O-lineman's not catching him.
Cody, that's Cody for you too.
So-
That's Cody Jones, bro.
Wow.
Hype for his teammate. I love it.
If Bordeaux were to bring up coach vision right here with left trigger, he'd be able to view the composure of his players in pre-play. So
I
you
love
can
it. I
see
love
the
it.
composure of the team. It's not great right now.
Get it, let's go!
Oh, let's see
of
that
his
again.
players in pre-play.
I just wanna
so
see
you
this
can see the
rush
composure of the team.
on the line.
It's not great right now.
So you had how many people rushing at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have 5 down linemen. So you had an extra guy coming in. He comes in free right there. Puts pressure on the QB. No one's open.
Get it, let's go!
Oh my goodness.
The worst thing happens.
Oh my goodness.
You throw a pick to the best player on the
Oh
defense.
my
Family's
goodness.
going to the
Defensive
crib.
lineman at that. Makes him glad. It's so cool to have real player management.
Pick right there, boy.
State's doc.
We made sure that the
got
archetypes are so important that the abilities live within the archetype system.
Another blitz.
First round draft pick right there, boy.
He gets it out in time.
We made sure that the
Good read.
archetypes are so important that the
Red throw. A little inaccurate. Let's see.
abilities live
A little low, but he
within
still
the
gets it.
archetype system. Right, only particular
Big play.
archetypes can get particular
how big
abilities,
plays are made, man.
which is paramount to make sure that we're not really, muddying the water.
Let me hear what he said. I'm
That's
sorry.
a first round draft pick right there, boy.
State's doc.
We made sure that the archetypes are so important that the abilities live within the archetype system. Right, only particular archetypes can get particular abilities.
That's great to know. Again, only particular archetypes are able to get particular abilities. So depending on what your player's archetype is at whatever position, they're privy to certain abilities. So understanding, I think, guys, we have to understand the archetypes so that we can understand what abilities come packaged along with that.
Which is paramount to make sure that we're not really, muddying the water.
No way.
All right.
Good move, good move, good move.
Bordeaux, smart play there, running away from that side of the field, running away from Mason
So
Graham
when
to
the
the other
composure
gap,
is low,
able to
just
get a
run the
score
ball,
there.
or I would say when the composure is low, it's two things you could do. You either run the ball or you make simpler throws to get them back in rhythm.
See, there's another one, right? Hit the red. Okay, but now
It's
he's
kind of
having to
behind him.
turn all the way
Yeah.
back around.
So you don't get
to
that
catch it.
animation where he's moving upfield. He's
Yep.
going to slow down,
And
but it's still catchable.
Exactly, but those are going to really hurt you in tight windows.
Only had 3 carries. He'd be the most well-rested running back in the country.
Oh, I think he likes this 7 route right here. He's going to throw to the flat to himself.
Yeah, and
Wow.
he's open.
So
Really hurt
again,
you in
watch
tight
this,
windows.
Only had
Gordo's
3
right
carries. He'd be
there.
the most well-rested running
He
back.
doesn't take the best angle to this tackle. So your angles really matter. No magnet tackles. So he's playing outside linebacker position. His man, I want to say, is the running back. So he gets there, takes the wrong angle pretty much. You can't 91 speed is tough to take a wrong angle on. All right. Let's go back to normal. Here we go.
Those are going to really hurt you in tight windows.
Only had 3 carries. He'd be
Almost
the most
done here with the
well-rested running
video,
back
man.
in the
So we're gonna
country.
get through this
I
whole
think
thing.
he likes this 7 route right here. He's going to throw
Point
to
out
the
some
flat
stuff,
to
so-
himself.
Yeah, and he's
Wow.
open. And
Yeah,
look at
what
the
a
breakaway
play.
speed.
And a great showcase of 2 of the abilities that Donovan has in College Football 25. You
Yeah,
can see it with
that
takeoff right there. When that play started, he got
Fellas,
just
in
that
football,
extra
After
quick
he's caught
step
the ball, he's
off
going
of the route.
upfield. Don't go
Bro, the
downhill.
graphics
Take
are like
the angle.
so nice on this game.
Take the angle
Graphics team did an
upfield.
awesome job. Look at the
Cut his
lighting.
angle off. Here we go.
There it is.
Oh, red pass.
Okay.
Nice on this game.
Real quick.
Graphics team did an awesome job. Look at the lighting.
Okay, so here I saw that his player looked like he had an assignment that was kind of like. So you got Donovan Edwards. He's controlling the linebacker, right? You see that he's guarding the zone. It's showing you who he's supposed to be, I guess, supposed to be guarding. So is that a man coverage or is that a zone coverage? I believe it's probably a zone coverage, and that's his man in the zone who he needs to stick with. So interestingly enough, he could have thrown it to him, but he might have felt like he was covered. In a way, he was. He was there. Yep. And so he covers that top route, gets there in time. That's just a good user play. And that's the fun part of this game, is being able to make all the user plays.
So that was a red pass. It was just slightly behind,
Being
but
able
because
to
the
make all these
defender
user
was in
plays
good
is
coverage,
what-
that was able to be picked.
Really is going to help you.
New kicking debuting
have
in
fun with
college.
the
It's just
recruits
something
you get.
that we have not seen before, as far as even a 40-yard field goal isn't
So that red, man, that red is serious on this game.
a 40-yard debuting in college. It's just something that,
Awesome.
that we have not seen before, as far as even a 40-yard field goal isn't a gimme. You're
love
really going to need to focus and
I
make
love it.
sure
I
that
love
you're
that
timing up
kicking
the
is
accuracy
way-
meter, not
There you
over
go.
kicking it if you want to have success.
I've heard
we
rumors
don't need
that
to
this
be all the
pump
way in the
fake
way-
can
all the
actually,
way at
you're
the
actually
tip.
going to see defenders
Pause.
move if you use the pump fake effect.
Absolutely,
Just need
yeah.
to have
Now
a
you
little
can
bit of
pull
that
down a corner
touch
to
on
throw
that.
behind him, right? In that 4-7 look. There's a lot of different things we really want to
All
roll
right,
behind him.
That's the first thing I don't like. At least have his head get around to look at the ball, because he kind of makes a no-look catch,
Right?
which will be like the greatest catch of all time.
In that 4-7 look. There's a lot of different things
it's
we
all
really
good.
wanted to start making it play instead of
really-
just being more or less of an animation.
Here we go.
I mean, I like the matchup, but like, do I take it? Oh,
There.
crit,
Good move.
crit. Oh!
That's an example.
I
It's
love
a
the
big play.
aggression
He's
of the-
rolling
of
out.
the-
He
of
puts a
how
little
the
touch on the
CPU
ball. And then now
tries to
that,
track you
again,
down,
the
though.
ratings differential, being able to put the ball in places you haven't been able to
Heat,
before,
man,
that
I
really
mean,
just speaks to the
we're 7
wide
days
open
away, fellas.
gameplay.
Get it to him! That's the big bet!
Stiff arm, get off the
What a play.
I don't ever want to play Michigan.
That's
ever.
the big thing, boy. Do your dance, gang. Do your dance.
I'm going to let Donovan just swag out here for a second.
Come
All right.
on, bro. Everybody eats around here, bro. Everybody eats.
My boy is so hyped, man. I feel you. He been waiting for this game to
It
drop.
looks like he had a route, and he makes the catch.
Beautiful, man.
As you see here with Bordeaux,
just
he's
makes the
going into
game
wear and
better,
tear.
man.
Now you can see left arm.
Okay, so this is pretty cool right here. Now we can see our wear and tear, guys. I'm glad they showed this. I missed this then the first time I watched this through. But the wear and tear, when you can kind of how you can pull up pre-snap, their composure and all of that, it tells you what it is. So left arm, rib. Excuse me. Really good to know. good quality of life stuff.
So he's losing a little bit of stats in that category.
I feel that.
So the individual body parts are going to pick up the wear and tear. It's not just generic fatigue or your whole body.
Right.
It's going to be based on how they're hit, where they're hit, and that's going to change your ratings that are being affected by it.
Absolutely.
Really good,
so
man.
every body part has unique
we'll
attributes
play with
tied
that,
to it,
Klaus.
right? So a big hit to the arm is going to impact throw power, throw accuracy, medium throw, short, long,
got the
all of that.
kick.
Just as it would in real life.
go.
And we're on the road too.
Perfect
We're
kick.
hearing the fight song play on the road. Just subtle, not
I
as
think
loud
this
as it
out the
would
end
be
zone.
at
Oh,
home,
yeah.
which is a nice little
Ooh,
touch.
pitch back.
Weather has got to be a big part of this, especially being in the big.
Okay, so here we go. This is the thing that was really, really quick. They didn't show much of it, but they were trying to showcase the weather aspect of how it impacts your throwing and how your catching is going to be taking a hit, depending on if it's raining or snowing. So let's see this. Hear what they're talking about again.
Big Ten. This game's in November.
And we're on the road too. We're hearing the fight song play on the
Going back.
road.
Here we go.
Just subtle, not as loud as it would be at home, which is a nice little touch.
Weather has got to be a big part of this, especially being in the Big Ten. This game's in November and it's snowy. That's going to have an effect on how the players play.
Without question, throwing a wet football is a fundamental component.
Now, it looked like his red window was larger.
Throwing a
It looked like his perfect where it's perfect to throw in that yellow is smaller, the red is larger. So it looks like we have a little bit more. You're gonna have to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker, I guess.
wet football
Oh,
is
no.
a fundamental component of football, and so we had to make sure that that was properly replicated.
It's good to know.
Oh,
Ooh, was that a motion halfback wheel?
They did that.
Component of football, and so we had to make sure that that was
that
properly
again.
replicated.
So he threw the R1. I got you.
oh,
Ooh, was that a motion halfback wheel?
They did that.
I
at the
wonder-
bowl game. I forgot what-
Now I wonder, when it comes to sliders, if that red penalty, if there's more of a penalty that we can adjust. If we want to put more of a penalty in the red or less, even when it comes to the difficulty with like Heisman versus, of course, freshman difficulty. If it's on Heisman, how errant of a throw would it be, or how much of a penalty is inflicted on a throw when in the red?
It's nasty.
they did that
wondering.
exactly,
Exact play right there.
and they got it in the game.
Because it seems to still be a catchable ball the
All
way
right,
that
so
they're,
now you
they're
see,
playing it.
right? Now we
You know
got
what I'm
wear
saying?
and
It
tear
looks like
here
they
in
might be
yellow,
playing
so
on
now
like
the
varsity
impacts are starting to
All
grow.
American.
You could tell the way the ball was floating right there on
Yeah.
that
But
pass.
I love
wear and
these
tear
It
DB
wasn't-
receiver
it
interactions.
wasn't a
Watch the
crisp
Michigan
throw,
DB.
like-
He breaks
So
perfect.
if I need to get
makes
rid
a
of
play
that
on the
wear and tear,
ball.
what can I do in game? Is it subbing someone out? Is it using timeouts?
Yeah,
What do
absolutely.
I do?
You
So
gotta- you're gonna have to
they
change the
heal
strategy. I think
in
it's
multiple different
snowing,
stages. They heal per play, per
inclement
quarter.
weather
Halftime is
games.
probably your
So-
biggest
Your biggest
bump,
one,
and
okay.
then if you're in Dynasty or Road to Glory, week to week.
Hey guys, if you
It's going to
subscribe
be
to
tough
the
once your
channel, man,
quarterback
please
starts
go
getting
ahead and
banged
do
up
so.
like
Like
this.
the
You're
video,
definitely
man.
going to notice it with the trajectories, the throw
Walking
power.
everybody and just sending it.
Ooh,
No, it's picked.
ooh, that
Quarterback
catch was
starts
crazy.
getting banged up like this. You're
I'm going
definitely
back.
going to notice it with the trajectories,
Great coverage,
the throw
Walking
power.
everybody and just
and I love how the quarterback stepped up in the pocket. I wonder if that has something to do with the better
The throw power.
ball. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like
Just
stepping up in the
sending
pocket,
No,
letting it
it's
go.
picked.
I'm just so glad
I
that
haven't
that's
seen that yet.
that seems way more
Oh, man.
realistic than how.
Holy cow! I don't know.
Madden
Like, I
played.
have not. I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen that.
No.
That was.
I want to see that.
Beautiful.
catch in instant
Whoa.
replay.
That's crazy.
Man, with 32
nice little
seconds
dope right
left.
there.
Oh, you didn't do. Why are you dancing? You're down 40. Why are you dancing?
That was hard. That was tough.
Bordeaux. You know,
So guys, that's
rush
pretty
over
much,
for
man.
100 yards per
It's the
game.
end of that video.
You know, it's
Yeah, man. So, wow, man. What a day. Super impressed with the first look. I know that you guys are super stoked for this game to drop this week. Or not this week, excuse me. Let me stop lying. Next week, man. So I'll be getting it on the 16th for you guys that pre-ordered it for the deluxe version or the MVP bundle. So, and then the 19th, of course, Friday next week for the rest of you guys. So, looking forward to the rest of the information drop this week. I'm kind of over just doing this coverage stuff. I really just want to play the game just like anybody else. But it looks really good, man. I mean, I talked about a lot of things that I was super impressed by, and I hope that you guys definitely have a fun experience with this just for the fact that it's coming back. You know what I'm saying? So we'll nitpick all we want. At the end of the day, it's just good to have another option of a football game out. So Listen, guys, subscribe to the channel. Oh, before I go, let me see the poll. The poll, what were you most impressed with? 8% says wide receiver DB interactions, 0% O-line D-line interactions. That's going to be something I go back and watch on my own time. Quarterback play, 33%. It did look good. And physics and animations, you guys were impressed by the most at 58% on the poll. So awesome, man. Awesome video. EA Sports did an awesome job with this game. And I think it's going to be sports game of the year. It might even be title of the year. So who knows? Next year GTA is going to take that crown for sure. All right. But thank you guys again, man, for just tapping in and spending time with your boy. Like this video, man. Get the likes up, subscribe, man. I'm on my road to 5K subscribers. I'm at 1,600 or close to 1,600. So please help me get these subscribes up, these likes. The algorithm really helps get these videos out to you guys. And once again, man, thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be talking about some other things. All right. So have a good